Hi, welcome back. It's Queen of O'Hara. Thanks for joining me. Tonight we are recapping Iyanla Fix My Life, season 8. This is the last season, y'all. Episode 4, Taking Care of Business. Now, I really enjoyed this episode. I, of course, am upset that Iyanla is Fix My Life is coming to an end, but I am trying to soak in every last minute. So, this episode, we have four women that all work in the same field. They all work in radio or entertainment, and they're friends. And they basically all have the same question: why can't I get what I want? They're all four women who have unsuccessful relationships when it comes to finding romantic interest. So they just want to know, why can't I get what I want? I have this great job in the field that I love, but my love life sucks. So Shanika is actually the friend that wrote in to Yolana, and she said that she was just tired of making mistakes and tired of being used. So, Yolana loves a good prop, right? And the props for this one were pretty good. So she has, when the women come in to meet her, she has each of them pick out a persona for themselves. And she has four displays, and each display has its own wig. And then there's like some accessories, and then a sign that says something on it. And so there was four of them. One was the boss lady, one was the media mogul, the power broker, and the influencer. And she asked them, which one are you? And so you got an envelope and a wig on a mannequin head for whatever persona you identified with, right? Ooh, do love a good prop, Yulana. So, yeah. So each of them, so we got three picked the boss lady and one picked the power broker. But anyway, so Shanika is tired of making the same mistakes, tired of being used. Then Tracy had never seen an example of a good relationship. And when she's hurt, she likes to act out and sometimes in violent ways. Then there was Erin, which was the youngest, and she had spent 2 years with someone for them just to abruptly throw her out. And she had absolutely no relationship with her mother. And then there was Crystal, who had been married for 11 years, got ovarian cancer. Her husband lost his job, and the marriage just went to hell. She lost control and felt like she always had to be perfect. So, all four of these women, have their own story to tell. And it was really interesting. I feel like Yolana said a lot of things in this episode that no matter who you are, you would find something that could apply to you. One of the ladies said that she wanted to take accountability for her life, but she didn't know how. So, as an adult, that is something that we definitely have to work on and we have to learn how to do. Having successful relationships as strong women is something that's hard to do. So, but I did enjoy this episode. I really did. So a lot of them said that Yolana told them that they didn't know how to be women. They knew they were men in skirts. So when you're a single woman, a single mom, um, you learn to be like super independent. And a lot of times we forget that we're still women. We're still soft and gentle and have a whole other side of us that sometimes gets put away because we have to be so strong being single adult women. and especially the longer that you're single, I think the harder it is to let your guard down and to trust people because you have a lot of life experience. So, Ivanka tells them the only relationship you have is the one you have with yourself, which is very true because if you don't like you, you're not going to like anybody else. And you're the common denominator, right? So if you find yourself like just really unhappy with everything and every situation, you might realize that you're the common denominator. They had a ladies' high tea, which the queen enjoyed. And she just taught them about communicating with each other and being there for each other as women and as girlfriends. And I feel like the girlfriend relationship is one of the most important relationships that we have as women. And men don't understand that. We don't expect them to. But it's very important to have a group of ladies that will support you, that will check you when you need to be checked, that will have your back, that will look out for your best interests, that will teach you things that you don't know. There's just so many things you get from having, friendships with other women. So Yolanda's like teaching them how to respect and be with each other. She has this little phrase, I am not my sister's keeper, but I am my sister. And then she, one of the ones talked about one of the women being so strong and, always had it together. And she said, well, have you ever just looked at her and said, my sister, I see your brokenness? And a lot of times that's really true. I know for me this weekend, I have a girlfriend who is very, very strong, and she's going through some really hard times in her life. And I text her and I said, are you okay? Don't lie to me, honestly. Because we get so used to just saying, oh, I'm fine, I'm good. Sometimes you just need to look at your friend and let them know, I see your pain. I see your hurt, girl, and I'm still here. I'm not just in it for the fun, for the good times, right? Sometimes you share your most sacred part of your heart with other women. So, of course, Yolanda does a little ceremony and they take their wigs on the mannequin heads out to the balcony. And Yolanda asks them, what are you releasing? And they throw their wigs over the balcony. All right. They just throw the wigs over the balcony. And some of them, fall, some of them fly a little bit, but they all end up on the ground. And Yolanda says, get the lesson and move on. I think this is so true. And I wish someone had shared that with me earlier in life rather than later. But I find that it's very, very true. If you keep finding yourself in same situations and circumstances, there's a lesson to be learned there. And you will keep repeating that until you learn your lesson. A lot of times people call it repeating your mistakes or making the same mistake, but you will until you learn your lesson and then move on. Bruiser, come here. Right? Bark barks everywhere I go. I'm at my friend's house this week, and that is her dog, which she's actually really cute. You want to come here, Bruiser? I mean, my dogs are cute too. I mean, we all have cute dogs. Come here. This is Bruiser. So, do you want to talk about Iyanla? So, then Iyanla gives them new cards for their new personas. It's the healer, the warrior, the mentor, and the princess. and she just asked them, who is your guidance committee? You know, who do you ask? Like I said, to support you, to check you. It's just, if you don't normally watch Iyanla, I would highly recommend that you watch this episode because it's just a really good episode about women and the things that we do and that we go through and our relationships with each other, right? So please leave me a comment and let me know what you thought of this week's episode of Iyanla. What has been in all these 8 seasons, what has been your favorite prop that Iyanla has used? I want to hear it. I want to hear your favorite Iyanla prop. Please leave it for me in the comments. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like button. And remember, do something nice for yourself and something nice for someone else. Have a great day. Bye.